Hey guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to Magical Monday. Magical, baby. Anyway, I hope you had a great weekend. I did. Next weekend I'm going to be at Penn State. Now, you don't usually do videos. I have a handful of students that I'm going to cancel or reschedule, not cancel. So there's not going to be a whole lot going on, and I can't guarantee correspondence until I get back on Monday. I will bring my laptop and do my best, but we are going to be pretty busy, and, you know, the whole Easter weekend and things like that is very important to us. So I may be just off the grid for the weekend. Anyway, with that said, you saw the thumbnail, the Diabolical Brandenburg. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. Okay. Yeah, I have played it today. Let's see what we got. Anyway, the Diabolical Brandenburg. Maurice, the greatest player that ever lived, greatest classical soloist that ever lived. Not even close. There's not even number 2. There's not even number 10. He was that great. Anyway, that's not the point. That's for another video. But he once told me the Brandenburg was the most difficult piece that he ever had to play. Oh, Brandenburg. Difficile, mon Dieu. On and on and on. We got the idea. He was just gibbering in French. And we got that it was not great. Not a whole lot of fun for him. But guys, listen. It can be played, and it can be played quite easily. I play it all the time. Not in performance, I get it. I performed it once years ago with piano accompaniment, and I didn't have nearly the chops that I had now. And I got through it. You know, it wasn't great. It was by no means great. But anyway, here's the deal. You practice it exactly what I just did. Exactly what I just did. Guys, you practice anything. The Brandenburg, the Carnival of Venice, an Arbin characteristic study, a Dizzy Gillespie solo. That is how you practice. Okay? First and foremost, you need a legit, for the Brandenburg now, you need a legitimate double C before you even try it. If not a double C, you certainly need a legitimate high A above high C on the B-flat trumpet. If you don't have that relaxed and easy, don't bother. There's plenty of Baroque work, Talaman, Vivaldi, that you can have a blast with that are not going to ruin your chops. Okay? Now listen, just farting away up there, screeching and scratching away because you can scratch out a couple more notes on the piccolo is not great for your chops. The notes have to be there and be there relaxed and be there full, or you're going to have trouble with it. Okay? Now, many orchestral players do not play it. The great Charlie Schluter, who had terrific chops, had it written into his contract that he didn't have to play the Brandenburg. And he's not the only one. And guys, listen, if you have to spend months before the Brandenburg getting your chops ready for the Brandenburg, then you can't play it. You shouldn't play it. Okay. The great Dave Bilger, principal trumpet with the Philadelphia Orchestra, was going to do the Brandenburg at an ITG. Had to cancel. Couldn't do it. Now, again, he's a terrific orchestral player, but he doesn't have remotely the chops to be doing that piece. That's no knock on him at all. The way the orchestral guys are set up with the big mouthpiece and the C trumpets and all that, it just doesn't lend itself to the Brandenburg. Now, can you be a orchestral player and play the Brandenburg? Yes. Yes, absolutely can. I know some that do it. Herb Smith from the Rochester Philharmonic has done it. He has double C's. He can play it. And he doesn't have to take 3 months off beforehand, try to, it's not like it's just falling off a log, blah, blah, blah. No, he has to put some time in and work on it and everything. But you can absolutely do it. So, if you have the chops in a B-flat trumpet, right here, not in the instrument, in the B-flat trumpet, then, chop-wise, you are not going to have a problem with the Brandenburg. If you've got a legitimate double C, you can play an A, easy, no problem, or several A's, okay? And you are not going to have a problem, okay? So if you have the right chops, the physical problems are immediately gone for the most part. Now, once you take away the physical problems, think about it, guys, and I've said this before. The Brandenburg, like just about all Baroque music, is nothing more than a scale and arpeggios. It's a scale. It's a scale. It's nothing more than an Arbon etude. And quite frankly, an easy Arbon etude. Okay? So, in that way, you got it. Now, exactly the way I just did it, and the way you should practice for it, okay, or practice any other piece of music to incorporate our chops into music is just like that. You play it on a B-flat trumpet, super slow. Bop, 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 bum. Okay? Super slow. Make sure every note pops, and all you're doing is a couple measures at a time. You stop. You reset. You spit buzz it. 2 measures at a time. Then you go back and play it at a regular tempo. On the piccolo, it's a C. It's a cinch. It just pops right out. Now, eventually, do you have to take all these 2-measure segments and put them together into phrases? You bet. You bet. But that will come. Now listen, guys, and listen carefully. It's muscle memory we're trying to get. And you are trying to have your muscles memorize playing the entire piece with relaxed, strong, powerful chops. And the only way to do that is to play it 2 measures at a time so they memorize what it feels to play it strong. Then you put it together, and I'm trusting you guys, you will come out the other end successful. Now, there are very, very few chances to play the Brandenburg. So if it's something you feel like you'd like to do, start now and practicing just that. And maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, all of a sudden something will drop into your lap, and you got it. And like Maurice said, that's the most difficult thing you have to play. So if you can play that, even in practice, in rehearsal, Vivaldi, Telemann, it's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. But even then, the Vivaldi and Telemann, you practice the same way. Bum 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 ba 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 bum ba 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 bum. And then you play it on the piccolo. That's how you learn how to play piccolo. That's how you learn to play Brandenburg. And guys, if you don't have the notes strong, centered, pure, and relaxed, the piccolo is not going to help you. Okay? So get your chops up, as I told you, and play the same chops that you're going to play Maynard Ferguson on are the same chops you need to play the Brandenburg. That's just a fact. The phrasing, the stylistics, of course, is different. Of course is different. But those are the chops you need. If you can play the Brandenburg, you can play MacArthur Park. And everything else. Okay? If that's something you want to do, get to work. But again, every single piece of music you're going to play should be practiced that way. And I guarantee you, you will have no problem. The muscle memory will be there and you got it. Okay? Welcome back. Weekends are good, but I like to be back. Anyway, we'll talk tomorrow. And I have some young guys that are playing double C's. I'll let you know that tomorrow. Okay. Live your life with true power. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables. And I love you all.